My beloved child, I saw you when no one else did. I saw you in the silence of your room when the tears came and you didn't know why they wouldn't stop. I saw the way you tried to smile through the weight in your chest, hoping no one would notice the pain behind your eyes. I saw the nights you lay awake, staring at the ceiling, whispering prayers you weren't sure I was hearing. But I did. Every word, every sigh, every moment when your heart cracked just a little more, I was there. You may think I turned away when the hurt became unbearable. You may have wondered why I didn't stop the heartbreak before it came. You may have even believed that your pain was invisible to me. But I want you to know, I never looked away. Not once. I was beside you when you felt abandoned. I was holding you when you felt you couldn't breathe. I was the stillness that wrapped around you when the world became too loud. I was the whisper in your soul when everything else fell silent. My love didn't leave you in the storm. It held you through it. I know how much it hurt. I know what you lost. I know the weight you've carried, pretending you're fine when inside you feel like you're falling apart. I've seen the anger, the questions, the "why me" that echoed in your soul. I've seen the way you've tried to rebuild with trembling hands, only to watch things collapse again. I know how tired you are. I know how lonely this journey has been. And I want to tell you, I am not just a witness to your pain. I am the one who will redeem it. My child, your heart may be broken, but it is not worthless. It may feel shattered, but it is not beyond repair. I don't love you less because you're hurting. I don't require you to be whole to come to me. In fact, it is in your brokenness that my love shines brightest. I am not intimidated by your wounds. I am not distant from your struggle. I am drawn to it. I come close to the broken-hearted. I heal those who are crushed in spirit. And I have come for you. You don't need to hide your tears from me. You don't need to pretend you're strong. I already know. I already see. And I am not disappointed in you. You are not weak because you hurt. You are not a failure because you feel lost. Pain is not a sign of your lack of faith. It is proof that your heart has loved deeply. And though it was wounded, it is still alive. And where there is life, I can bring healing. I want you to know that your story is not over. This pain is not your final chapter. It is not the end. It is a turning point. And I am the author who turns mourning into joy, ashes into beauty, sorrow into songs of praise. I can take what was meant to destroy you and use it to strengthen you. I can take the very place where your heart broke and make it the place where my glory is revealed. You don't have to understand how. You don't have to figure it out. Just come to me. Bring me the pieces. Lay them down in my hands. I am not afraid of the mess. I don't need you to be put together. I need you to be honest. I need you to let me in. Let me sit with you in the pain. Let me hold what you can no longer carry. Let me love you through the ache. I promise you this. I will restore your broken heart. Not by replacing it with a new one, but by making beauty from what remains. I will not discard you. I will not overlook the shattered pieces. I will gather them with tenderness. I will mend them with mercy, and I will seal them with grace. Your scars will not be signs of shame. They will be testimonies of survival, of love that endured, of healing that came from my hand. You may not feel it yet, but healing has already begun. The moment you opened your heart to me, Even in desperation, that was the first step. I am not rushing you. I am not forcing you. I am walking with you at your pace, in your pain, toward your restoration, one moment at a time. One breath at a time, one whispered prayer at a time, so don't give up, my beloved. Don't believe the lie that says you're too broken, too far gone, too lost to be found. You are seen. You are known. And you are deeply, completely, eternally loved. I have not forgotten you. I have not given up on you. And I never will. The pain you feel now will not last forever. But my love for you will. Let my love be the place you collapse into. Let my arms be the shelter for your soul. Let my voice quiet the storm inside you. And let me be the one who restores what was broken. Because I will, I already am. And one day soon you will look back and see not just the pain, but the healing, not just the heartbreak, but the hope, not just the loss, but the love that never left. My beloved child, there are parts of your heart that no one sees, but I see them clearly. There are wounds you've stopped trying to explain, because every time you did, it felt like no one really heard. There are nights when your soul aches, not from anything visible, but from something deep, buried, unnamed. You've learned to live with silent sorrow, to smile when your heart is breaking, to hold yourself together when you feel like falling apart. And still, no one notices. No one asks. No one understands, but I do. I always have. You don't need to convince me of your pain. You don't need to perform strength before me. I am not one more person who will misunderstand you, misjudge you, or dismiss you. I am the one who made you, and I know what weighs your soul down. Even the things you haven't said aloud, I know them. The thoughts you hide because you're afraid they might make you seem weak. I already know them, and I'm not afraid of them. I understand you, not from the outside, but from within. I see the reasons behind your silence, the stories behind your tears, the fear behind your anger. When others ask you to move on before you're ready, I sit with you where you are. When they grow uncomfortable with your sorrow, I draw nearer to it. When they tell you to just have more faith, I offer you more grace. I never rush your healing. I never shame your emotions. I never grow tired of your need, because I understand. I see beyond the surface. I see the moment that first broke your heart. I see the weight of expectations placed upon you. I see the exhaustion from pretending to be okay. I see the way you carry others while wondering who will carry you. And I carry you. You are not too complex for me. You are not too much. I'm not overwhelmed by your layers, your questions, your doubts, or your emotions. I designed every part of you, and I understand the language of your soul. Even your silence speaks to me. Even your sighs are sacred. Nothing in you is hidden from my eyes, and nothing about you pushes me away. In fact, the more you struggle, the closer I come. I am not like them. I am not afraid of your brokenness. Others may get tired of hearing the same story. They may not know what to say, or they may offer advice when you just needed presence. But I do not grow tired. I don't speak to fix you. I speak to remind you that you are loved exactly as you are. I'm not waiting for you to be better before I come close. I come close because you are hurting. I draw near because you are misunderstood. I wrap myself around your wounded soul because I know what it's like to be rejected, overlooked, and unseen. I see the pain behind your smile. I hear the cry behind your laughter. I feel the ache behind your silence. You may feel invisible in this world, but you are completely seen by me. And being seen by me is not a cold observation. It is deep compassion. It is love that leans in, love that listens. Love that stays. I'm not analyzing you, I'm holding you. I'm not diagnosing you, I'm comforting you, and I'm not disappointed in you. I'm proud that you're still holding on. It's okay that they don't understand. It's okay that you feel alone sometimes. But you are never truly alone. I am always with you. In the long nights when no one calls. In the quiet mornings when you don't want to get out of bed. In the busy days when you feel unseen even in a crowd. I am there. I am in the details. I am in the shadows, not as one who hides, but as one who shelters. I am in every breath you take when you choose to keep going, even when it hurts. Let go of the need to be understood by everyone. Let go of the burden of explaining yourself to those who aren't listening. Let go of the pain of trying to fit into expectations that were never yours to begin with. I don't ask you to prove yourself to me. I ask you to rest, to breathe. To lean into me and know that I understand. You don't have to fight to be seen. You already are. When the world misreads you, I read you clearly. When others walk away, I walk closer. When you whisper in confusion, I respond with clarity. When you cry without words, I hold you without conditions. Nothing in you confuses me. Nothing in you is too dark for my light. I'm not just watching your story. I'm walking it with you. I'm not just aware of your pain. I'm carrying it with you. I understand your fear. I understand your longing. I understand why some days feel impossible. I understand how brave you've had to be. I understand why you retreat, why you protect your heart, why you sometimes feel numb. And I don't condemn any of it. I just want you to know through every layer, every wound, every battle, I am with you. I love you. I understand you. You are not too much. You are not too broken. You are not beyond hope. You are mine, and I will never let you go, my beloved child. You may feel overlooked, forgotten, or invisible, but I want you to know this truth. You are not forgotten. Not for a moment. Not in your silence, not in your sorrow, not in your doubt. The world may turn away, people may move on, and voices may grow quiet around you. But I am still here. I have never stopped thinking about you. You are not a passing thought to me. You are my beloved, and I hold your name close to my heart. Even when you don't call out to me, I call out to you. Even when you're too tired to pray, too numb to feel, too weary to hope, I remain faithful. I never stop speaking your name with tenderness. I never stop surrounding you with my presence. You may feel forgotten by others, but you are never lost to me. I see you. I know where you are. I know how you got here. And I know exactly how to lead you forward. You may wonder if your life still matters, if your existence has meaning, if the pain has erased your purpose. But hear me clearly. You are not a mistake. You were created intentionally, beautifully, purposefully. I knew you before you were born. I saw your form before you were formed. I breathed life into you, not randomly, but lovingly. Every breath you take is evidence of my care. Every heartbeat is proof that your life is part of something greater than what you can see. You were not created to be forgotten. You were created to be known, known by me, held by me, carried by me. Your story is not hidden in the shadows. I see the entire narrative. every joy, every sorrow, every step that brought you here. I see the chapters you wish you could erase, and I see the chapters yet to be written. And I call it all valuable, not because everything was easy or perfect, but because every moment matters to me, because you matter to me. When others walk past you, I stop beside you. When you feel invisible in a room, I see you fully. When your voice trembles with uncertainty, I hear it with compassion. I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. I carry your name, your heart, your fears, your dreams. You are not a face in the crowd to me. You are the one I came for, the one I love, the one I will never abandon. There have been times when you cried in secret and no one came. Times when your presence felt more like a burden than a blessing to others. Times when you sat in a room full of people and still felt utterly alone. I was there. I was the stillness around your soul. I was the whisper of peace you couldn't quite hear. I was the strength that helped you keep standing when you wanted to disappear. I didn't leave you in those moments. I drew closer. Even now I am closer than your next breath. I am in the silence, not absent, but listening. I am in the waiting, not distant, but preparing. I am in the pain, not punishing, but holding. And I want you to know, my child, that you are remembered. Every promise I've spoken over your life still stands. Every purpose I planted in you is still alive. Nothing has disqualified you from being loved by me. Nothing has made me change my mind about you. You don't need to earn my attention. You already have it. You don't need to perform to be noticed. I already see you. You don't need to scream to be heard. I already hear you. I am not like the world, easily distracted or quick to forget. I am steadfast. I am present. I am committed to you in every season. You are not forgotten because you are mine. I know the pain of being forgotten. When I walked the earth, I was rejected, misunderstood, betrayed, left alone. I know what it's like to cry out and feel the silence. But I also know what it means to be held by the Father when no one else stays. And now I hold you the same way, with the arms of eternity, with the strength of heaven, with the love that never fades. I do not forget what I create. I do not abandon what I begin. I am the author and the finisher of your faith. You are not defined by who walked away. You are not defined by those who forgot you. You are defined by the one who stays. The one who names you. The one who loves you without conditions. And I say this over your life now. You are seen, you are known, and you are chosen. You are not a mistake. You are not a failure. You are not forgotten. Even if the entire world forgets your name, I will still call you mine. Even if no one remembers your worth, I will remind you every single day. Even if you forget who you are, I will speak identity back into your soul. Because my memory of you never fades, my plans for you never fail, and my love for you never ends. So come close again. Don't hide, don't shrink back. You belong here with me, not as a shadow, not as an afterthought, but as my child. You are precious. You are desired. You are worth more than you know. I don't need you to be loud. I just need you to be honest. I don't need you to prove anything. I just want your heart. Because I already love you. Because I already chose you. Because I never forgot you. You are not forgotten, my beloved. You never were, and you never will be. My beloved child, You don't have to fix yourself before coming to me. You don't need to gather your strength or clean up the pieces of your heart to be welcomed into my presence. I never asked you to be perfect. I never expected you to come without your pain. What I desire is not your performance, but your honesty. I want the real you, the weary you, the broken you. The you who doesn't know where to start, the you who's afraid to trust again, the you who's still bleeding inside. That is the heart I want in my hands. Bring me the shattered pieces. Bring me the parts you've tried to hide, the wounds you cover up with a smile. Bring me the pain you think is too messy, too complicated, too deep for anyone to understand. I understand it all. I see every crack, every bruise, every place where your heart has been torn. And I am not repelled by it. I am drawn to it. I don't flinch at your brokenness. I reach into it. You may believe that your heart is beyond repair. You may feel that the damage is too much, that your story has gone too far to be redeemed. But I tell you now, no heart is too broken for me. No story is too dark. No wound is too deep. I am the healer of hearts, the mender of souls, the restorer of what was lost. What others have thrown away, I cherish. What the world calls ruined, I call redeemable. I see the value in the pieces. I see the purpose in your pain. I see the beauty that can be born from the ashes. Your heart may feel like it has been dropped too many times, but in my hands, nothing is wasted. I gather each piece gently. I hold them as sacred. I do not glue them back with shame or with pressure, but with grace, with love, with patience. I am not in a rush. I'm not expecting instant healing. I am walking with you, moment by moment, as your heart learns to beat again. Let go of the belief that you are too much. Let go of the fear that you are too broken. I do not grow tired of you. I do not grow impatient with your healing. I am not measuring your progress with a clock. I am not disappointed when you cry again. I hold you each time as if it were the first. I listen to your heart without judgment. I know your wounds by name, and I know how to tend to each one with care. You may have been told to move on. You may have been pushed to smile, to get over it, to pretend. But I do not ask that of you. I invite you to bring the real, raw truth of your pain. I invite you to collapse into my arms without holding anything back. I am strong enough to carry the weight of your sorrow. I am gentle enough to sit with you in silence. You don't have to be brave with me. You just have to be present. I know that trusting is hard. I know that letting go feels risky. I know what it's like to love and not be loved back, to give and be rejected. I know what it's like to be wounded deeply. I do not ask you to forget your pain. I ask you to let me into it. Let me hold what's too heavy for you. Let me be the safe place for your emotions. Let me be the one who weeps with you, who stays with you, who never walks away. There is no weakness in being broken. Brokenness is not the end. It is the beginning. It is the soil where healing grows. It is the doorway to deeper love, deeper faith, deeper grace. I don't look at your broken heart with disgust. I call it sacred. I see its potential. I see what will rise from it. The world tells you to hide your pain, to fix it fast, to cover it up. I say bring it into the light, because only in the light can it be healed. Your broken heart is not a burden. It is a gift that brings you close to me. It is the reason I came. I came not for the whole, but for the hurting. not for the righteous, but for the desperate. I came to bind up the broken-hearted. That includes you, especially you. You are not disqualified by your damage. You are invited because of it. There is power in your honesty. There is courage in your tears. Every time you choose to open your heart to me, even a little, it becomes a sacred space where transformation begins. I do not need you to be perfect. I just need you to come. Come with your questions, come with your doubts, come with your anger and your confusion. Come with all the pieces you thought you had to hide. I want them all, not because I need them, but because I love you. All of you, and I will never stop loving you. I will not just patch your heart. I will renew it. I will not just help you survive. I will help you thrive. I will not just hold the broken parts. I will make something beautiful out of them. Your healing will be a testimony. Your scars will speak of grace. Your story will shine with redemption. So don't be afraid to come. I am not waiting for a better version of you. I am waiting for the real you, the one that is hurting, the one that is scared, the one that is honest. That is the heart I want. That is the heart I love, and that is the heart I will hold forever. My beloved child, your past does not define you. I do. I am the one who created you, the one who knows you beyond every memory, every regret, every chapter you wish you could rewrite. You are not the worst thing you've done, and you're not the pain you've endured. You are not your shame, not your guilt, not your secrets. You are mine. And I have never changed my mind about you. The past has a loud voice. It whispers when you try to rest. It rises when you dare to hope. It tells you that you're unworthy, that you're too broken, that you'll never escape the weight of what's behind you. But my voice is louder. My love speaks stronger. My truth is not bound by your yesterday. I do not call you by your sins. I call you by your name, and that name is beloved. You may have made mistakes. You may carry memories that still sting, but I do not hold those moments against you. I see the full picture, not just the moment you fell. I see the reasons, the wounds, the lies you believed. I see the longing you had to be loved, to be seen, to be chosen, and I don't shame you for how you tried to survive. I reach for you in those very places. I call you to come as you are, because I already see you clearly. My love doesn't wait for you to be better. My love meets you where you are. It covers what you wish it couldn't see, and then it gently heals what you thought would never change. I am not disgusted by your scars. I am moved by them. I am not angered by your past. I am ready to redeem it. I am not shocked by your story. I want to walk in it with you and show you what I can make from the pieces. The world may remind you of your failures. People may treat you by what they think they know, but I deal with you by what I truly know, and what I know is this: you were created for more than your past. You were made for freedom, for beauty, for joy, for me, and I have not changed my mind about you, not because of your history, not because of your habits, not even because of your doubts. My love is not reactive. It is eternal. You may think you have to earn your way back. You may think you need to prove you're worthy. But you never had to be perfect for me to choose you. I loved you at your lowest. I chose you before you believed. I died for you knowing everything you would ever do. And still I said, you are worth it. That declaration has never been taken back. Your past cannot undo my promises. Your shame cannot cancel your calling. Your brokenness cannot block my blessing. I am the one who makes all things new. I am the one who turns ashes into beauty, mourning into dancing, guilt into grace. I will not let the past speak louder than my love. I will not let your old name override the new identity I've given you. The enemy will try to remind you of who you were. He will accuse. He will lie. He will try to convince you that you are disqualified. But I stand between you and every accusation. I hold your past in my hands, not to condemn, but to cover it in mercy. I have separated your sins as far as the east is from the west. I have washed you in righteousness. You are no longer defined by your worst moments. You are defined by my sacrifice. Do not hide your story from me. I already know it. And I still love you. Do not hide from yourself. I will help you face it without fear. Do not hide from others. One day, your story will be a bridge of healing. What once brought shame will become a testimony of grace. What once felt like a dead end will become the start of something beautiful. I can do that. I will do that. If you let me come into the light, bring the parts of you still wrapped in regret. Bring the years you thought were wasted. Bring the dreams you gave up on. Nothing is too broken for me. I see potential in what the world calls lost. I see destiny where others only see damage. I see resurrection where you've only seen ruin. My child, you are not too far gone. You are not too late. You are not too stained. You are not too broken. You are mine, and I don't love you less because of what happened. I love you fully, right now, even with the weight you carry. And if you give it to me, I will carry it with you, and then I will carry it for you. I will walk with you until the heaviness lifts, until the wounds close, until the voice of shame falls silent. You were never meant to walk in chains. You were never meant to live in fear. You were never meant to be buried beneath the past. I came to break the chains. I came to free the captive. I came to release you into a life of joy and peace and purpose. And today I am still calling your name. Let me define you, not your history. Not your pain, not your sins. Let me speak the truth over you. You are loved, you are chosen, you are forgiven. You are redeemed, you are made new, and nothing in your past can undo that. So come with your whole story. Bring me every page, I will not reject it. My love is stronger than your past, and it always will be, my beloved child. Your heart will not always feel like this. I know right now it feels fragile, weary, and worn thin by all you've walked through. I know you sometimes wonder if this ache will ever leave, if the heaviness will ever lift. But I promise you, this is not the end of your story. The brokenness you feel today is not permanent. You will not be broken forever. I am doing something new within you, even if you can't see it yet. Even in the quiet, I am working. Even in the stillness, I am moving. Healing has already begun. You may not feel it now, but the roots of restoration are growing beneath the surface. Every tear you've cried, every moment you've chosen to keep going, every prayer you've whispered has not been in vain. I see it all. I gather each tear and hold each sigh close. I am building something sacred inside of you. Something deeper than comfort, stronger than survival. I am forming endurance, resilience, and unshakable peace. What once shattered you will become the foundation of your strength. This pain will not last forever. It has a season, and I am walking you through it. I do not rush you, but I do lead you. And where I lead, healing follows. Where I place my hand, life begins to bloom. You may not know how to move forward, but I do. You may not have the strength to take another step, but I will carry you. My plan for you does not stop at survival. My plan is restoration, wholeness, and joy. And I never fail in what I begin. I am not just putting the pieces back together. I am making something new. I am not returning you to who you were before the pain. I am shaping you into someone even stronger, even more beautiful, even more deeply rooted in grace. The past is not your ceiling. It is the soil, and from that soil I am growing something holy. You may feel like your heart is in ruins, but I am the one who rebuilds with glory. I take ashes and make beauty. I take what was lost and create purpose. You will laugh again. You will trust again. You will rise from this season with clarity, wisdom, and peace. You will not walk in fear. You will walk in freedom. You will not live in pieces. You will live in fullness. What you thought would always hurt will become the very thing that makes you kind, compassionate, and brave. Your tears will not be wasted. Your suffering will not be meaningless. I redeem everything I touch, and I am touching your life now. This healing is not only for your heart, it is for your mind, your memories, your relationships, your identity. I am restoring the way you see yourself, no longer through the lens of pain, but through the truth of my love. No longer through the shadow of your past, but through the light of who you are in me. You are not just surviving this season, you are transforming in it, and that transformation will carry into every area of your life. Don't worry if you still feel weak. Weakness is not a failure. It is a doorway for my strength. Don't be afraid if you still feel broken. That just means the healing is not finished yet. It's okay to still cry. It's okay to not understand. Healing isn't linear. It's layered. But I am present in every layer. I am holding every step, and I will not stop walking with you until joy fully returns. Your brokenness is not a life sentence. It is a holy invitation, an invitation to see what love can really do. An invitation to experience grace, not as an idea, but as a living presence. An invitation to know me not just as Lord, but as healer, comforter, and friend. Let your brokenness draw you deeper into my heart, because in my heart is where you will find the strength you need. I don't despise your process. I honor it. I celebrate every small victory. I delight in every quiet act of faith. You don't need to be loud or strong or impressive. You just need to be willing. I will meet you in your weakness. I will meet you in your silence. I will meet you in your wondering and your questions. I am not rushing you. I am loving you, exactly where you are. And while you heal, I will protect you. I will cover you. I will hold you safe while your heart learns to trust again. You do not have to do this alone. You never have. I have always been beside you. And I always will be. My presence will be your shelter. My voice will be your reassurance. My arms will be your peace. So rest, my child. Rest in the truth that healing is happening. Rest in the knowledge that pain is passing. Rest in the assurance that you will not always feel this way. I am with you. I am in you. I am for you. And I will finish the good work I've started. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being rebuilt in love. You will not be broken forever. You are already rising. My beloved child, I am not just healing your surface. I am not simply patching up the wounds and calling it done. I am rebuilding you from the inside out. I am going deep into the places you've hidden, into the memories you've buried, into the fears you haven't named. Not to harm you, but to restore you. Not to expose you, but to redeem you. I love you too much to leave the foundations untouched. I love you enough to begin again, even from what looks like ruins. This rebuilding is not about making you look better on the outside. It is about making you whole on the inside. It is about forming strength where there was fragility, peace where there was chaos, love where there was shame. I am exchanging your pain for power. I am planting hope in the soil where despair once lived. I am shaping you into someone who reflects my love more clearly. Someone who knows what it means to be held, healed, and restored. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's vulnerable to be opened up, to be undone, to be taken apart by love. But you are safe in my hands. You are safe in this process. Nothing is being destroyed that wasn't already hurting you. Nothing is being removed that wasn't holding you back. I only dismantle what was never meant to stay. I only tear down what was never built on truth, and I promise you, everything I rebuild will be stronger, purer, and filled with grace. I am not rushing this. I am not impatient with your growth. I am not frustrated by your hesitation. I am walking with you through every step of this rebuilding. I see the parts of you that still tremble. I see the parts that want to run, but I also see the courage it takes to stay. And I honor that. I honor your willingness to trust me again. I honor the quiet yes that rises even in your fear. That yes is enough. That yes is the foundation I will build upon. You are not being punished. You are being transformed. This is not a setback, it is a sacred reset. I am reordering your life around truth, around love, around purpose. I am rewriting the way you see yourself. I am removing the lies that have clung to you, the voices that told you you're not enough, the shadows that have tried to cover your light. I am speaking clarity into confusion. I am speaking peace into the storms. I am speaking identity into the silence. You are not who you used to be, and that's not something to fear. It's something to celebrate. Because who you were was built on survival, but who you are becoming is built on love. I am forming you into someone rooted, steady, and brave. Not someone who never feels pain, but someone who knows how to walk through it with me. Someone who knows how to love without losing themselves. Someone who carries peace even in chaos. I am restoring the foundation. I am renewing your mind. I am softening your heart without making it fragile. I am making you tender and strong. I am building a new kind of resilience in you, not the kind that numbs or hardens, but the kind that feels deeply and still stands. You will love more fully. You will trust more wisely. You will lead others with compassion, not control. You will serve not out of obligation, but overflow. This rebuilding is not only for your benefit, it is for those I will send to you. Your healing will become a home for others. Your story will become shelter for those still wandering. Your compassion will become a mirror for those who have forgotten their worth. I am shaping you into a vessel of healing, not just a recipient of it. I am forming a heart in you that beats with my love, not just for you, but through you. And it all begins from within. From the secret places where only I can reach. from the hidden corners where pain still lingers, from the deep waters of your soul that cry out for more. I hear those cries. I answer them with mercy. I rebuild them with kindness. And I never stop working until my image shines clearly in you. So don't resist the process. Don't fear the breaking. I only break what was never meant to remain. And I only break to rebuild. Every tear is part of the blueprint. Every ache is part of the shaping. Every surrender is part of the strength. I am not tearing you down. I am lifting you up. I am anchoring you in love that cannot be shaken. Trust me with the timeline. Trust me with the pace. You don't have to rush. You don't have to perform. Just stay close. Stay open, stay willing, and I will finish what I began. You will not be defined by what you lost. You will be known by what I built within you. You will not walk in ruins. You will rise in beauty. You are not being undone. You are being remade. And this time it will be holy. This time it will last. My beloved child, I know the pain you've carried. I know what it cost you to love in the past. I know what it feels like when love is not returned, when trust is broken, when promises fall apart. I saw the way your heart gave freely and was met with silence or betrayal. I know how love once felt like safety and then became a source of fear. And I know how that fear convinced you to close the door, to protect what remained, to survive instead of feel. But today I want to tell you something sacred. You can love again, not because you are forced to. Not because others demand it, but because love still lives in you, even if it's quiet right now, even if it trembles, even if it doesn't know where to begin. I am the one who placed love inside of you, and I am the one who can awaken it again. Not with pressure, but with healing, not with shame, but with gentleness. Love will rise again, not as a duty, but as a joy. Not out of fear, but from freedom. I am not asking you to forget the pain. I am inviting you to let me enter it. I do not erase your story. I redeem it. I do not tell you to pretend the wounds are gone. I come to tend to them, to speak into them, to breathe life over them. I'm not pushing you to open your heart out of obligation. I'm drawing you close with kindness. I want to show you a love that is not based on conditions, not based on perfection, not based on performance. I want to show you my love. You have known love that failed. Now I want you to know love that stays. You have known people who left. Now I want you to know the one who remains. You have known what it's like to give and be met with silence. Now I want you to give and be filled. You will not always live behind the walls you built. You will not always live guarded and afraid. There is a freedom waiting for you, and I am walking you toward it. The healing I bring is not shallow. It goes deep. It doesn't just remove the memory, it transforms the meaning. What once said, "You are not enough," will be rewritten to say, "You are deeply loved." What once echoed abandonment will become a melody of belonging. What once made you shrink back will become the very place where your courage is reborn. You are not too wounded to love. You are not too guarded to open. You are not too far gone to feel again. I created your heart to love, not to shut down. I created your heart to give, not to withhold. But I also created your heart to be safe and to be known. I want to show you how to love without fear. I want to teach you what love really means. Not the kind that leaves you empty, but the kind that fills you with purpose. Not the kind that takes and takes, but the kind that overflows. And that kind of love begins with me. Before it flows to others, it must first flow through you. And before it flows through you, it must flow from me. I am the source, I am the wellspring, I am the beginning of every true kind of love. When you root your love in me, it is no longer fragile, it is no longer desperate, it is no longer dependent on how others respond. It is anchored, it is steady, it is free. You do not have to perform to receive my love. You don't have to keep me interested. You don't have to earn my presence. You already have it. I love you as you are, fully, completely, and without condition. And from that love, you will begin to heal. From that love, you will begin to breathe again. From that love, you will learn what it means to love without chains. Loving again does not mean becoming who you were. It means becoming who you were always meant to be. Not a version of you who forgets the past, but a version who grows from it. A version who no longer fears rejection because you found acceptance in me. A version who no longer needs validation because you've been affirmed by heaven. A version who no longer hides because you've been fully seen and still fully loved. I will teach you how to love wisely. I will teach you how to love freely. I will teach you how to give without losing yourself. I will protect your heart as you open it again. I will walk with you as you let love in. You don't have to rush. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing. And as you are willing, I will do the rest. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not frozen beyond thawing. You are not locked beyond opening. I hold the key. I hold your hand. And I hold your future. And in that future, you will love again. And this time it will be healthy. This time it will be rooted in me. This time it will bring life, not pain. So breathe. Take the next step when you're ready. I will be with you through it all. I will be the steady presence when your heart feels unsure. I will be the whisper of courage when fear tries to return. I will be the peace that goes with you, the strength that holds you, the love that leads you forward. You can love again, my child, because I have never stopped loving you, my beloved child. Your story is not finished. Even if it feels like you've come to a standstill, even if the road behind you is littered with disappointment, even if everything around you whispers that it's too late, I want you to know this. Your future is still unfolding. I am still writing. I am still creating. I am still opening doors no one can shut. There is more ahead, and it's filled with hope. You may feel like you've missed your moment, like the best of life passed you by. But I don't operate on the world's timeline. I am not limited by years or circumstances. I do not measure your worth by milestones or compare your journey to anyone else's. I know how to begin new things in unexpected places. I know how to breathe life into what looked forgotten. I know how to build beauty where others see only brokenness. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not too late. With me, beginnings don't have an expiration date. The delay you experienced was not denial. The waiting was not wasted. I have been working in the silence, shaping your heart, preparing the ground, and now, slowly, gently, faithfully, I am leading you forward. The plans I have for you are still alive. The purpose I planted in you still pulses beneath the surface. No mistake you've made has cancelled it. No detour has deleted it. I do not throw away the dreams I give. I redeem them. I restore them. I bring them to life in ways that far exceed what you thought was possible. The best is not behind you. The best is still unfolding. Trust me when the way seems unclear. Trust me when doors close and you don't understand why. Not every no is a rejection. Sometimes it is a redirection. Sometimes it is my kindness protecting you from what wasn't meant for you. I am not just leading you anywhere. I am leading you somewhere sacred, somewhere intentional. Somewhere written in my heart, long before you ever got here. I know it's hard to trust again when you've been disappointed before. I know what it feels like to hope and see nothing change. But don't let the past define what's possible. Don't let what didn't happen convince you that nothing ever will. I am still the God who parts seas, who opens wombs, who calls the dead to life. I am still the God who makes a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. You have not seen all I can do. You have not felt all the joy I've prepared for you. You have not walked through all the doors I will open. There are relationships you haven't formed yet, places you haven't gone, and dreams that are still waiting to rise. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Just because it's quiet now doesn't mean I'm not moving. Every step forward is a seed. Every act of faith is a declaration. I believe God still has more for me. And I do. I always do. I didn't bring you this far to leave you. I didn't whisper purpose into your soul to let it die. I am not finished with you. I never was. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to rush the unfolding. What matters is your willingness to keep walking, to keep trusting, to keep showing up with your heart open. I will lead, I will guide, I will carry you when you're tired and celebrate you when you step forward. I am with you in every unknown, and as your future unfolds, I will write it with love, not with pressure, not with punishment, with mercy and grace and peace. I will write it with hope that lifts your eyes and purpose that fills your days. I will write it with compassion for where you've been and excitement for where you're going. I will write it in such a way that every chapter, even the painful ones, will lead to beauty. The ending you imagined is not the only ending I can write. Let me surprise you. Let me astonish you. Let me redeem what you thought was over. Let me resurrect what you thought was lost. Let me show you that the story you thought was closing is actually just turning a page. Your future is not small. Your future is not second best. Your future is sacred, and it is secure in my hands. I hold the pen, I hold the plan, I hold you. So breathe deep, let go of timelines and expectations, let go of shame and regret. Let go of the lie that says it's too late, and take my hand, walk with me into what's next. There is more. There is always more. Your future is still unfolding. And it is filled with my love, my beloved child. Come back to me. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel stronger. Not after you fix everything. Come today, just as you are. Come with your weariness, your confusion, your shame, your fear. Come carrying the broken pieces. Come with the questions, the doubts, the silence. You do not need anything else but a willing heart. That is all I ask. Not your perfection, not your performance. Just your presence. I am not waiting to punish you. I am waiting to restore you. I do not receive you with crossed arms. I receive you with open hands. You may think you've gone too far. You may believe that what you've done or how long you've been away has disqualified you. But I tell you now, nothing has changed my love for you. Nothing has removed your place in my heart. Nothing has disqualified you from coming home. I saw every step you took away from me, and I never stopped loving you. I followed you into the dark places. I whispered hope into your silence. I watched for your return with a heart full of longing. Not because I needed something from you, but because I want to give everything to you. I want to give you peace where there's been chaos, joy where there's been sorrow, strength where there's been fear. You do not need to climb your way back. You do not need to earn your return. Restoration begins the moment you turn toward me. My grace rushes to meet you. My mercy runs faster than your guilt. My love covers every step. Every moment you hesitated, I was already on my way to you. I am not hard to find. I am not far away. I am here. And I have always been. Let me remind you who you are. You are not what you've done. You are not your failures. You are not your lowest moments. You are mine. You are chosen. You are seen. You are known. You are loved with a love that does not fade. Let me restore your identity, not as the world defines you, not as shame whispers to you, but as I have always known you to be. Let me give you your joy back. The joy that was stolen by disappointment, by regret, by heaviness. Let me return to you the peace that your heart has craved in the middle of confusion. Let me breathe life into the parts of you that have grown numb. Let me soften what has grown hard. Let me awaken what has grown quiet. I will not only restore what you've lost, I will restore you. You are not just someone passing through life. You are someone with purpose, someone I delight in, someone I died for and now live with. This is not a temporary embrace. This is not a fleeting comfort. This is a return to where you belong. And from here, I will rebuild. I will heal what's been broken. I will wash away the residue of guilt. I will clothe you in righteousness and crown you with grace. I will plant your feet on solid ground and walk with you through every step forward. You are not starting over alone. You are starting again with me. I know it may feel hard to trust. I know your heart is still tender. But restoration is not forced. It is chosen. It is offered. And it is gentle. I will never rush you. I will never overwhelm you. I will never demand what you are not ready to give. I will walk at your pace. I will meet you in your weakness. I will carry you when you cannot stand, and I will restore you with compassion. Come home to me. Not just in words, but in spirit. Come home to peace. Come home to purpose. Come home to the truth that you are loved, not because you have it all together, but because I am love, and I choose you. I have prepared a place for you, not because you've earned it, but because you belong. I will never reject the heart that turns to me. I will never turn away the soul that longs for healing. My arms are open. My heart is ready. This is not the end of your story. This is a turning point. This is the place where restoration begins, where freedom begins, where joy returns and peace is planted. I am not just welcoming you back. I am celebrating your return. I am singing over you with gladness. I am dancing over you with delight. Because you are home, because you are mine, because your heart is beating again. Let me walk with you into the days ahead. Let me show you that your past does not cancel your future. Let me prove that my love is stronger than anything that has tried to break you. Let me remind you again and again that I am faithful, that I am for you, that I will never leave you. Come back to me, my child. Come and be restored.